There are 4 sacred elements: earth, air, fire, and water. These are elements that create life, and we know that. And so water is very important to us.
It seems that some people understand, many don't. They're not informed by the people who should be informing them. There isn't that community education, that awareness.
Climate change has greatly impacted the region of the Southwest, and the water in the Colorado River is quite possibly the most accurate barometer of that change.
Not everybody can get fresh water. They have to drink what's available, because you can't live without water. Contaminated or not, you can't live without it.
We really have to figure out how we're going to mitigate and deal with climate change. How are we going to deal with this drought?
There are very diverse populations living along the Colorado River. Our project extends all the way from the headwaters of the Green River in Pinedale, Wyoming, all the way down to Yuma, Arizona. The ultimate goal really, though, is to transcend the particularities of place and really tell a different story about the Colorado River as a whole, as a system that requires a very different thinking if it's to be sustained in the future. We recognize that there's been a lot of work on the Colorado River, and there's a lot of beautiful documentaries that already exist. But we feel that our approach is unique in that it is a participatory video. It's produced by the populations that live right along the river. By putting cameras in the hands of students, we're going to get a more honest and in-depth portrait of place than if we were to come in with a camera crew ourselves. They are connected with their local community. They have entree to elders in the community, other community officials, and we're very interested to see how a more in-depth portrait of place can be achieved through the students' eyes, with them investigating their own landscape and also connecting with their own community.
I think there are a lot of things that need to be done, a number of ways of distributing, disseminating, educating. Videos, documentaries, interviews, I think is a big way of spreading that information and educating people.
If we had a visual for them, that way they might actually sit down and listen.
We want to make them the agents of change in their communities. To facilitate this, what we've done is put together a video kit, including a DSLR camera that enables them to shoot video, a GoPro unit where they can actually shoot underwater images, and a high-quality digital audio recording unit. With that kit, they can go out into the field and capture footage and sound about their own region, their reach of the Colorado River. Citizen scientists and students.
This equipment is pretty expensive, and that's one barrier there is money in obtaining the equipment. So it's awesome that this stuff is here for us to use, because I don't think I'd ever have access to all of this stuff if it wasn't for this program right now.
The students really were extraordinarily attentive and really picked up on the technical aspects of the video equipment very quickly.
The cameras, the high definition equipment, the quick tutorials on how to go about editing and how to go about checking for sound and lighting and composition. With learning this, we could go to different communities or go to our friends and teach them how, in hopes that they teach another person how to do it.
On day 2, we had the opportunity to do some field work with the students. We went out to a natural spring at the foot of the Chusca Mountains and saw where a lot of the native community hauls their water from. They use this water for domestic supply. Nearly 40% of the population has no running water.
There's a stream that comes off the mountain. It's just a pipe that kind of sticks out and water rushes by and you just kind of collect water that way. I know there's a number of places on the reservation that they can't use their water because it's been contaminated by uranium mining that happened here on the reservation.
In the afternoon, we went to Tsaile Lake, which has been drained a couple of years ago because of problems with invasive species. But for a complex set of reasons, it's never been refilled. And we felt that investigating these two sites in a way confirmed our assumptions that the students themselves are going to be essential in terms of identifying key areas of research in these different areas all along the Colorado River.
To be able to see something and hold something physically and read it and look at photographs that go along with it or hear accounts from people firsthand, I think maybe that would be able to open up the eyes or get something moving from the other people in the community.
Maybe if I create a video or this documentary, tag them on Facebook, they'll watch it and they'll think about it. Eventually, one way or another, they'll change. They'll change.